So now, let me tell you about some of the other applications that some headlight restorating guys out there is doing. They got what's called the UV coating resin, and then they use a UV lamp to cure that UV application that they put on. And so it actually would last the life of the vehicle. So here you have the product. Now you'll get a you can get a link on my website. I'll post it on my website at carlightcleaner.com. This is a clear coat UV coating resin that you'll get, and from I forgot the name of the company, Weld. So they have a pad, that applicator that you'll use to put on, okay, and then you can use a UV light. I think it's recommended that you use a 36-watt UV lamp, okay. So now I'm gonna tell you right now, with this stuff, I shouldn't have put it down. I'm gonna tell you right now, with this stuff, you better use a respirator, okay, and wear some gloves, okay. This stuff is hideous. The smell, it'll knock you on your can, because this stuff is very hazardous, okay. The breathing, I mean, it'll knock you out. You want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area when you're using this. So it's just like the Max 2K clear coat. The Max 2K clear coat, to me, I think is better than the UV application, even though the UV application and this application will last the life of the vehicle. But with this, why I say it's better is because once you spray this stuff, now you still gonna have to wear this respirator, you have to wear gloves, and you're gonna have to wear goggles, okay, when you're spraying this stuff, because this is airborne stuff, okay. So now, once you spray this stuff on, once you stop spraying it, I mean, you don't have an applicator that you put this on. So you're not gonna have the rags or the applicator sitting in the bucket with you, continually emitting, you know, smells that's gonna kill you, okay. This stuff, the problem with this is you're gonna have an applicator that you're gonna put this stuff on the applicator, okay. It's gonna be on your gloves, so you make sure you're wearing your gloves. It's gonna stink. I'm telling you. You need to wear this, and you need to wear gloves, okay. You may not necessarily have to wear goggles with this because it's not airborne. You're just gonna apply it. So now the thing with this stuff is that once it's on the applicator and it's on your gloves, that's gonna stay with you, okay. You don't throw it in the customer's trash, okay. You keep that stuff with you in a bucket, okay. Hopefully you have a lid, maybe that you can close up that bucket container to contain the fumes or whatever. And if you have a vehicle, it's better to have a pickup truck, because when you have that container with the glove that the stuff got on and on the applicator, you want to have that in the back of the pickup bed, okay? Not in the same cabin with you in the vehicle, because if you're driving and that stuff nauseates you while you're driving and maybe cause you to pass out, that could be very dangerous, okay? And so that's the only thing I'm saying about this. You know, it seems neat, and it seems very neat in terms, you know, putting the stuff on, and then you just put the UV light on it, and 4 or 5 minutes, okay, boom, it's dry. And so it lasts the life of the car, you know. But that stuff is hazardous, okay? So I'm telling you guys, be careful with that. And you want to be careful with this Max 2K clear coat as well. So like I say, the only advantage of this over the UV resin is that once you're done with this, you don't have to worry about nothing being on your fabric. You're not putting this on the fabric. You're spraying it straight on the headlight. And then the only thing is, once you're done, you can walk away from the headlight, okay? And let it set for about 20 so minutes. And then, you know, you take off the wrappings from around the vehicle. Make sure that you cover the entire hood of the car, the windshield, the sidings up to the driver's side door when you're spraying on this stuff. Because the overspray, if it hits the paint on top of the vehicle or the windshield or the side of the vehicle, and you don't know about it, and it dries and the client sees it and they want you to take care of it, I'm not sure how well you may be able to get this stuff off once it dries, you know, and so you could find yourself in a predicament. Okay, so make sure you cover the vehicle thoroughly when you're using Max 2K clear coat. Cover the top of the car, the windshield, and the siding doors up to the driver's side door. And you know, pay attention to the wind direction. You know, if you get a crosswind, which is better, but if you have winds blowing toward the car, then when you spray in the headlight, the mist of the stuff can go right over the top of the covering of the car and hit maybe parts of the car that you didn't protect. So, you know, those things that, you know, be aware of wind directions and stuff like that when you're using this. Probably better to have the wind crosswind as opposed to wind going straight in the length of the car, because it may carry the spray even further to make contact with the vehicle that you may not have covered. Okay, so you know, it's just dynamics that you want to think about that you probably would never think about. And so certainly don't spray on the Max 2K if the wind is coming at you. Okay, I mean, that's common sense. You just don't do that. All right, so as far as the auto ceramic, okay, you'll get auto ceramics that you can order. You know, you get the stuff on Amazon. Now this is what's called the traditional blue bottle. You know, Mr. Fix. You'll see this stuff, and then I used to use this a lot. Okay, I still got some left. I might continue to finish that bottle out, but now I got the 9H diamond coating auto ceramic. Okay, I guess the company is Nano Age. So when you look for auto ceramics on Amazon, you'll probably see this box. So this costs a little more than the Mr. Fix. Okay, it costs a little more than this one, but the quality is a little better than that one. I mean, you'll see some auto ceramics. I mean, that stuff be costing $30-something. Okay, but the quality will probably just be much more better. So this is adequate. It's much nicer. You might even catch a YouTube video where I went to the client. Matter of fact, you might even see it in the training video. Okay, and the next day I went back and the headlights still look great. You know, and when I polished it, it was fabulous. So even though I told the clients, you know, you wait a week before you polish it, technically you can do so the next day if the client calls you back and say, well, you know, it's not as, you know, I don't think it looks as good as it could look. So you go back, and what you do is you use McGuire plastics. Okay, so if the client calls you back a day or two, you know, you go back and maybe they think it's not as shiny enough, then you're going to use some plastics. You're just going to polish it with this and buff it, and they'll be satisfied because it's going to shine it right up. Okay, so but overall, you know, you want to have them wait at least a week before they polish it, and then they can polish it 1 week before they run their car through the car wash as well. Okay, have them wait 1 week. And with the Max 2K, probably the same thing. You know, have them wait a week before they run through the car wash. It's going to take about 48 hours before it thoroughly hardens, you know, and cures. And it's probably going to take about an hour for it to pretty much have a basic dry to it. But I wouldn't recommend the customers, you know, touching it. You know, they may like to want to touch it. Ooh, it's so nice and clear. And ooh, but you may want to just tell them before they put their hand on it, you know, wait 24 hours, okay, before you touch it. Okay. All right. So that's about it. I may have mentioned in some of my videos about demonstrating the application of UV resin and then using a UV lamp. I am not going to do that. Okay. To me, I'm going to mostly be using auto ceramic in all my jobs. Okay. If I want to really do a high price charge on some vehicles that, you know, the customer absolutely want top-notch results, I'll use the Max 2K clear. Okay, I'm going to use this. I'm not going to use this. Okay, So just so you know, if you know what you're doing and you stay safe about using this, it's you're gonna get a nice result. Okay, it's gonna be nice. You know, it'll dry real quick with the UV lamp. So, but just make sure that you follow the cautionary procedure in handling this hazardous product. Okay.